Good morning. I'm still like waking up and stuff, but I hope y'all are doing well. Is the Game Awards still going? Is it still is it still happening? I know it started while I was still sleeping. All I've seen so far from the Game Awards is that Uma Musume won Best Mobile Game. So pretty amazing. It just finished? Oh, perfect timing. What game won Game of the Year? Yeah, I missed the whole thing. I have to rewatch the whole thing. Yeah, I'm doing good. What's poppin'? I just woke up. I stole a slice of pizza from my roommate. Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him I stole a slice of pizza. Expedition 33. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for Game of the Year. I can see that for sure. Congrats to them. I still haven't played it though, but I should. I've heard the music and it's really good. I say I stole a slice of pizza. He told me, "Hey, you can have a slice of pizza if you want." And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna steal a slice." Shh, don't tell him. Even though he told me I could have a slice, shh, it's a secret. All right. Let me get some water. I almost got a sweep. They won everything but two. Oh. I feel like that is usually how it goes for a lot of those. Is it's a sweep for the most part for whatever the game of the year is, because I mean it is a popularity poll, so whatever game's the most popular just in general tends to sweep most categories. I don't remember what game I voted for game of the year, but I did vote. I was one of the people who voted. And I'm pretty sure I voted for Uma Musume to win mobile game. Can you believe that earlier this year was the third time you read how good my football team was going to be? Oh my god, keeping the tradition since 2023 that my team will have an awful season. I'm happy to announce that your reading this year was... Oh, I hope my reading was wrong. Yeah, this year was a magical one. Almost everything went right, and we were continental champions and 2 games away from world champions. Even if we lose, it'll be a total success. Well, you know what? I'm glad I was wrong. We are. I'm glad to hear that I was wrong, you know? That's the kind of stuff I like being wrong about. Alright, let's get these cards out. Yeah, I hope they win. We are. I hope they take home the championship. Yes, pizza officer, this lad over here. Oh my god, you're trying to get me arrested by the pizza police? I think I got out of bed for you, bro. I literally forced myself out of my comfy, cozy bed so I could stream. And this is how you repay me. Some crimes can never be forgiven. I still love that the announcer said Uma Musema as Uma Sum. How the fuck did you write it? How the fuck did you write it? Uma Sum. Uma. Oh my god, it keeps like bouncing. Uma Sume, yeah, I heard her struggling with it, but it makes sense. It's a long name, so if you don't speak Japanese, it could probably trip you up. I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't that surprised that she kind of messed it up a little bit, you know. She's not in the in club like we are. It can't be helped, you know. We had to cut them some slack. She did her best, you know. I would join the pizza police so quick. No, Jacob, no. ACAB, Jacob. Even the pizza police. ACAB. You have a cozy bed? Yeah, dude. I invested a lot of time and effort and love into my bed. Oh my god, 26 months, CJ? Holy shit. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Think it's been 26 months. Over 2 years. That's crazy. Alright, let's see who all is in here. So we got Jacob on YouTube. First was taken by Zelfar. Thank you so much, Zelfar, for taking my first today. Makes me very, very happy that you could be my first. Then Daily Pillow, we got Zelfar, Drow, Bread, Guiar, Phi, Brandy, Nuclea, Vortexiality, Berserk, and Swordsman. Welcome in. The Game Awards this year was mid. I still gotta watch it. But I will say, I really liked the Game Awards last year when they had the Muppets. That was so much fun. I loved that they had the Muppets and they were just roasting them. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a mid/uneventful Game Awards than like the highly eventful streamer awards that we had. There's so many events that happened during the streamer. There's too much, man. I'd rather it be boring. They did bring a Muppet to the show. They did. Oh my god. They had Miss Piggy this year. Oh my god. I gotta watch the full Game Awards. Makes me sad they didn't bring me into the Game Awards for the voice of Kermit the Frog. Yeah. I had to look up what ACAB meant. Turns out I've been using it. What the fuck did you think ACAB meant? What did you think it meant? Alright, let's see who we got in the queue so far. First in the queue is Zelfar with the general reading. And then we've got Drow with a love reading. Guiar with the How Good Will My Summer Be reading. Misamo with a general reading. Brandy with a reading about love. Berserk with the general reading. Yeah, that's the queue so far. Yeah, hi CJ, hi Tremor. A love reading. Ooh, yeah, lots of love readings. It swept the show just like Last of Us Part 2. Oh. Yeah, I really do gotta like just watch it. I slept through it. I slept through the Game Awards. Like I said, I just opened Twitter and I just happened to see the clip of Uma Musume winning Best Mobile Game. So, I mean, that one got spoiled for me. Oh my god. But speaking of mobile games, I'm so excited. I just got the notification like 15 minutes ago that Obey Me just released Till Death Do Us Part, which is like their version of Love in Deep Space. So for those of you who don't know, Obey Me, the Shall We Date Obey Me is like the... So technically speaking, it's not an otome game. It's a romance game. It is not otome because the main character, aka the player character, is gender neutral. They specifically use they them pronouns for the main character, which is very cool. But yeah, so it's basically gonna be like a very gender friendly version of Love in Deep Space with the Devil Brothers, the 7 Devil Brothers. And so it's supposed to be like you got married to one of them and now they're like there on your phone right there to keep you company all day, every day in your new married life. And yeah, it just released like 15 minutes ago, so I gotta download it after stream. I've been waiting for it. I never played Expedition 33, but it sounds like it's gonna do mental damage if I play it in a good way. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. I've also heard that it's French, so you know, I guess the French can do something right every now and then. We'll let them have this. But I do want to play. I do want to check it out because like I said, I've heard quite a few good things about Expedition 33. But alrighty, let's see what we got for Zelfar's general reading. Oh my goodness. The French have 3 W's so far. Look, they're on thin ice, but we'll let them have this. We'll let them have their moment to shine, you know. Expedition 33, bread and fries. I will say we can't give them all the credit for bread. Bread is something that's been noted in the histories of mankind for as long as there has been wheat. Like any sort of crop staple grain, people have been trying to make bread out of it. Like the French didn't invent bread. That's been around way longer than the French. Put in my 2 weeks on my job. What new ventures await me? Oh my gosh, that's so scary and so exciting. I believe in you, CJ. Yeah, toast at least. I don't think they invented toast. I mean, toast is just bread and fire. You know, I don't think we can credit them for toast. We can credit them for croissant and baguettes for sure. And like specific pain au chocolat. I fucking love pain au chocolat. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. They won my heart with that one. I will say a lot of current cuisine has been affected by French culinary techniques. So I'll give them that too. You know what? Just culinary techniques in general, culinarily speaking. I now crave McDonald's fries. What a 180 from talking about French cuisine. You know what they say? All toasters toast. Toast. True. I do love fresh bread though. Sometimes you just buy a baguette just to eat it. Just straight up from the brown bag. Oh my gosh. Kaden, thank you so much for the gift subs. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in and thank you. The guillotine, they did, you know what? They did invent the guillotine. They did invent saying fuck you to the rich. The French know how to protest. You can say a lot about the French, but the French do not deal with bullshit, especially when it comes to people in power. All right? They got that over us too. I'll admit that too. The French got that over us too. Also, hi, Sidhar. Welcome in. Yeah, the French don't fuck around with the revolutions. Yeah. We'll let them have that one too. Give them cake. They do throw a pretty good revolution. The guillotine was a good design on their part. They did come up with something pretty amazing there. You're right. All right, let's see what we got for Zelfar's general rating. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Zelfar. Okay. Let's also grab your Oracle card because you are subbed as well. Oh, you wanted to switch to love? Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry, you got buried. Well, here, let me reshuffle them and put them back in then real quick. It's okay. I didn't put them up on the screen yet. Okay, love reading for Zelfar. Love reading. That is a bit different. That is a bit different of a reading for a love reading. All right. And now you can grab your new Oracle card. I cast Pair of Anguish. Well, you'll see. Okay. Interesting. Good different and good bad. You'll see. Let's put them up on the screen for you. Starting with Yeah, nice to meet you too, Siddhar. I will say I do use he, him, and they, them pronouns. And then we've got the next card, which is... Doop, boop, boop. And then the final card, which is... There we go. Alrighty. So, we've got all of the cards for you. I'm guessing it's only one tarot reading per person. Yep. Yep, one per person. And we got limited slots. Because otherwise I'd be here forever. And these streams are already like 3-ish hours long. May I know your name? I'm Indy Dere. Indy Dere, that's my name. Alrighty. So as you can see so far, we got all of the cards for you. We've got the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Coins, and the 4 of Wands. And then for your Oracle card, we have leaves, like leaves on a tree. You're very handsome. Thank you. I call him Darren. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. You have joked about calling me Darren before, but that's not the name I go by. It's just that's just your little nickname for me. Dare. Dare is also, and Dare is also a common one. Indie or Dare. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we will start with the 5 of Swords, right? So for a love reading, right off the bat, the 5 of Swords is kind of interesting because the 5 of Swords is like, no, stay away from me. Don't get too close to me. I don't want to get hurt, but I also don't want to hurt you, right? That's what the 5 of Swords is all about. So right off the bat, we have that sense of like keeping other people at a distance, not wanting to get too close, not wanting to be vulnerable, usually out of a sense of protecting yourself. At the end of the day, you're trying to protect yourself, right? That's a protection mechanism that you have there with the stinging nettle. But it is very much like a very interesting card to start off with here, in the sense of you want to know about love, and then the first thing we get is you're keeping other people away, kind of working against you in the love department, I would say. We followed up with the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins is a card of somebody who's very generous, very nurturing, very stable, I would say. Because we have coins. Coins is a card of earth, right? So that earth stability. You can think of it as somebody that you can rely on, somebody that you can trust, who can sort of help stabilize you in the sense as well. And then again, with this sense of stabilizing, we sort of move into the 4 of Wands, which is a card of, again, stability. It's a card of warmth, harmony, sort of getting all of your ducks in a row, in a sense of finding everything you need to feel comfortable and feel safe. So for me, this reads like you're scared to have people close to you, but what you're looking for and what you want and kind of what you need is that sense of stability, right? And there are certain things you can do on your own to acquire that sense of stability. But what really matters most is, I think, focusing on the things that you can actually focus on, right? You can't guarantee that you will find somebody to fall in love with, in terms of love, but you can do things on your own to set yourself up for success, right? What can you do right now that would help you feel more safe and more secure if you do find a relationship, kind of thing, right? So rather than looking purely only for the external source of stability, it kind of tells you, like, look inwards for what you can do to help yourself already start to feel stable. So whenever that extra source of stability comes into your life, you will be able to actually sort of accept it inside of yourself. Also, hi, Gat. Welcome in. So it's saying help myself first. Yeah, essentially it's like, what are the things that you can do right now that would help make you feel more stable, more safe, more secure? And those things that you can do right now will make it easier for you to accept love later on. Because right now, it feels like you're keeping other people away because you're afraid of what might happen if they leave, right? So if you address those issues from the beginning, you're less likely to push other people away. You know, does that make sense? It's basically telling you to unpack your baggage before before you bring somebody else in. Also, you read tarot. I want to know mine. Can you read my tarot? We have a queue right now, so we're working through the queue. The queue is through Twitch. So we're doing everybody's readings through there right now. So I don't know if I'll be able to read you, but towards the end of stream is where we do the raffle slots. So for those who couldn't secure a reading through Twitch, there's a chance towards the end of stream that we'll be able to raffle off random readings to people in chat. So there you go. You ready for Christmas? Yeah, I'm ready for Christmas. I'm excited. I've been working a lot this month. I've got so much stuff I've been doing. I've got the new ASMR roleplay video that I've been working on. I've got commissions that I've been working on. I've got I've got the merch drop that's coming this month that I've also been working on all of the art for. Also, hi Duke, welcome in. How are you? But yeah, so it's been a busy month already, and I'm just like, oh god, still so much more to do. Your dad's birthday is on the 13th. Oh, and your mom's on the 26th. Oh my god, your mom's birthday is the day after Christmas. Dude, that's so rough. Looking forward to the ASMR and the merch. I'm having my friends join me in the ASMR, which makes it really exciting. I DM'd the both of them, and I was like, hey, hypothetically, if I was to write a murder mystery ASMR, would you be interested in being one of the victims? That was my cold open to them. Hey, do you want to be a murder victim in my ASMR roleplay video? And they're like, yeah, sure, that sounds like fun. It's so silly. Not too bad, just chilling. Yeah, so all of the script is done. The recording for most part is done. I'm doing the art for it, and then I'll be able to do more of the audio mixing and balancing for it, and then I'll be able to turn it into a proper video. Yeah, it's almost there. It's almost there this month, and then I'll have kept my New Year's resolution from last year of making at least one ASMR roleplay video a month for the entire year. So very exciting. Yeah, this one's been a lot of work because I had to write the script and everything too. There's just been a lot of coordination, but I'm excited for it. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Yeah, welcome in, Silent Blue. Yeah, I was literally like, hey, would you be cool if I like murdered you ASMR style? What about the Leaves card? The Leaves card is a card of progress. It's a card of growth and renewal. So it's a card of like taking the time to sort of spread your leaves and grow, right? So there is this sense of like, this is the chance for you to work on yourself. This is your chance for you to grow, right? So TLDR for your love reading is essentially, you do have some baggage, I think, especially when it comes to the fear of other people maybe leaving or not like staying with you. And so the cards are like, hey, work on that, and then you'll be able to accept their love easier, right? This is a chance for growth for yourself. When you can teach yourself to accept other people's love, it'll make it a lot easier to find love. So there you go. So, oh my god, dude, my lips are so chapped. Hold on, I need to put on my lip balm. But there you go. There we go. Okay. All good now. Always have to keep my lip balm on standby during the winter. My lips get so chapped, it's ridiculous. You can tell it's bad because I was like opening my mouth and it was like hurting my lips. I could like feel my lips cracking. Oh, okay. Yeah, that feels better already. Alrighty, next up is Drow. And Drow wants a love reading. I'm gonna head to bed. Yeah, good night, God. Sweet dreams. Also, good night, Siddharth. Sweet dreams as well. Well, yeah, there you go. I hope that helps, Zelfar. Fingers crossed for your love reading. And now we do Drow's love reading. Let's see what we got for you, Drow. I almost forgot I recently got my own tarot deck. Ooh, that's exciting. Hell yeah. Okay, we got all of the cards for you, Drow. So, let's go ahead and put them up on the screen. Starting with... Also, hi, White Blaze. Welcome in. And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty. So, Drow Stranger, for your love reading, in order of left to right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Seven of Coins, and we have the Judgment card, in reverse specifically. So, let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune is a card of both ups and downs. It's a card of change. It feels like things are shifting gears in a sense. This is the chance for evolution. This is also the chance for sort of cleansing your space and your area and letting new things into your life, right? And then with it, we sort of follow it up with the Seven of Coins, which is a card of forward motion and growth, but it's also a card of hard work. So it is the sense of like, you will have to work for it, but it will come to you, right? So in that sense of letting go of the things that don't serve you anymore and letting in the things that will help you, it is a matter of sort of like, you can think of it like spring cleaning, but for your love life, I suppose. It would be the best way to describe it. But now is a time of action. Now is a time to work hard to let that love into your life right now, because the tides are changing, the winds are changing. And now is the time to take advantage of that, to let that love in, you know? And then sort of also reinforced with that is the reverse Judgment card, which the Judgment card is a card of action, right? It's a card of taking stock of what's important. But in the sense, since it's reverse, it's like a what's important is something you need to focus on. Otherwise, you will lose what's important to you, right? This sense of like spring cleaning for your love life is so you can recognize what you want to actually hold on to and what it is to let go of. Otherwise, it's possible you could end up losing the thing you want to keep, right? So by taking that time to really look through what matters to you and what you want to keep, that's going to help you actually hold on to it, you know? Also, hi, the Divine Judge. Welcome in. And I think that's definitely the sort of key thing here is really taking note of what bonds you have that matter most to you and what things are not helping you and letting go of those. Otherwise, they'll take control of everything and you'll end up losing what you want to hold closer, you know? But there you go, Drow. I hope that helps for your love reading. How are you? I'm good. I'm a little eepy. I'm still a little sleepy since I just woke up not too long ago, but I'm good. I hope you've been well. Let's see here. Next up is Guiar. I still have some padding in the queue. Yeah, go do what you gotta do, Berserk. No worries. Yeah, definitely been feeling time for change and action lately. Yeah, the cards are absolutely saying, like, now is the time for action. It's gonna take hard work, but ultimately, this is your chance for new things to come into your life. I mean, the start of High School Musical, right? They meet at a New Year's party. So new year, new you. It's fast approaching. Now is the time. Yeah, let's go, Guiar. Let's see what we got for your how good will your summer be reading. Let's see what we got for you, Guiar. I'm good. I fucked up and almost hit my girlfriend with a guitar. How do you almost hit your girlfriend with a guitar? I feel like there's a lot going on there. Were you just swinging around, you know, for funsies? And then she just, like, materialized? How does that almost happen? So, hi, Reload Clips. Welcome in. Yeah, almost attempted murder. Oh my gosh, just like in my video game. Attempted murder to lovers. Hi, call me. Welcome in. I was practicing. She walked into my apartment and didn't knock, so I threw it at her. You threw your guitar at her? Your expensive equipment? You threw your guitar at her. You... the probably most expensive thing in your immediate vicinity you decided to chuck at her head? You didn't think to, like, throw your shoe first or something? Maybe that's my Mexican instinct kicking in, taking off your shoe and throwing it at them. You almost broke in someone's skull with a bat accident. Y'all are really bad at handling blunt objects. Y'all are really bad at handling blunt objects. That's oof. No, that's not my most expensive. Even if it's not your most expensive one. Gotta hit the Foxy FNAF 2 jump scare move in times like those. Jump at him real good. Oh my god. That's crazy. I can visualize that so distinctly, and I've never even played Five Nights at Freddy's. But I need to see the new movie. Didn't the new movie just come out? The Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Yeah, switching to your chancla is faster than reloading. It's true. It's true. Oh my god. I need to see the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Dude, we recently rewatched the first one. It was so much fun, dude. I gotta see the second one. I gotta. The first one was such a blast. Judge thought they were getting broken into and threw what they had in their hand. I get it. I mean, yeah, but a $1,500 guitar. I'm putting that thing down and I'm just engaging in fisticuffs. I can't imagine throwing anything that expensive. I cared out with sometimes with my friends. Turns out we went to close to open night and we got a theater full of screaming kids. Oh my gosh. Markiplier's Iron Lungs coming out soon. I want to see it. I want to see it. It sounds cool. It does like legitimately sound really cool. Oh, you carved out some time with the friends. Yeah, no, I don't think I would see it in theaters. I would definitely want to watch it like for movie night. I'll have to see when they put it on Blockbuster, you know, so I can rent it on Blockbuster, and we'll watch the second movie for community night. I'll have to see. Yeah, how long has it been out in theaters? I feel like you gotta wait a bit for the hype to die down. Blockbuster. Yeah, Blockbuster. I can't fight worth a damn. I'm 5'2". I mean, you got teeth, don't you? Even a little dog can bite. I've seen some Pomeranians fuck up some people's ankles. Never be afraid, king or queen or royalty. Go for the weak spot. Yeah, everybody's got their hit box. You just gotta know where to aim. Trust me, a well-placed bite goes very far in any fight. Also a well-timed moan, but that's for something else, you know. Pomeranians are terrifying. Yeah. I need to edit in a photo of Markiplier in the corner of the movie to enjoy it as a Markiplier fan. Oh my god. Just tape up like a little like corner image of Markiplier in his room. I'm so excited for him though. I'm so proud for him. The fact that this is his directorial debut essentially of like an actual video game essentially getting an adaptation. I just think it's so neat. I think it's so cool. I've never even played the Iron Lung game, but it's got me really genuinely interested. I think it's such a cool concept. I definitely want to see the movie. Pomeranians are terrifying. All dogs are terrifying. Okay, so the reason why Pomeranians and a lot of small dogs are so aggressive is because they're tiny, right? It's because they're tiny, people will just like push past their boundaries and fuck with them until they finally just start going sicko mode, right? Because if a big dog starts growling at you, you're not gonna touch the big dog. But if a little dog starts growling at you, you're gonna ignore the hell out of it. You're not gonna give a fuck. You're gonna keep petting the dog because, oh, he's so tiny, so itty bitty. What are you gonna do? So, I mean, people just ignore all of their boundaries. That's why they got such a short fuse. Because they're teeny tiny. But they're so fluffy. I love them. I love how fluffy little dogs can get. Also, hi, Mita. Welcome in. We do it with small people, too. Yeah, true. That is something we also do. I'm 5'4", but I also work out and I've learned how to fight, use bow and throw knives. I think it'd be good if someone tried to fight me. I mean, like I said, I can bite. I can bite. I got teeth. I'll just, you know, I'll teach them a lesson with my teeth. And when in doubt, pretend you're really horny from it. And that'll make them so uncomfortable they'll also stop. Or they'll also get turned on and then it turns into something else and you diverted that energy to something else. So really, it's a win-win situation. Either they chicken out or it develops into something more. Oh my god, who's petting the small people? That's crazy. Alright, Guiar, we got all the cards for you for your summer reading. So let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... Time for headphones. It's probably... If they chicken out, can you really call it a win? Yeah. Yeah. Because they stopped fighting you. That's a skill issue on their part. And then we got this one. And then we got... Either they're like, you're weirder than me and that's saying something, or daddy. Yeah. That's how you play the game. That's how you Uno reverse them, you know? If somebody's trying to choke you out right now and they got their hands wrapped around your throat and you go harder, you know? They're either gonna lean in for the kiss or they're gonna drop their hands, you know? So either is working out for you. Right, and then the last card is... There we go. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know it's true. Also, hi, Coffee. Welcome in. Okay. We got all the cards for you, Guiar, for your summer reading. So, in order of left to right, we've got the Six of Cups, we've got the Reverse Justice card, and we've got the King of Cups. But I have a 6'3" goth girlfriend who would do worse if I said that. I mean, yeah, lucky. I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like a problem to me. That doesn't sound like an issue. I don't know. I don't know if I'd consider that, you know, worse. Also, being overly nice to them might help too. Yeah, that's when you like caress the hand gently, you know. She would kill you. You're dating somebody who would actually just kill you. I love a woman who would actually just straight up kill me. It's called girl boss. Girl boss behavior. I'll allow it. If she's hot enough, I'll let her. That's fine. Alright, Guiar. So, we start off right off the bat with the Six of Cups, right? And the Six of Cups is a card of playing games, the innocence. It's that sort of like childish fun in a sense, right? You can see the buttercups here. It's very much like a sense of there's nothing really weighing down on you. There's nothing really holding you back. You're just kind of in the moment, enjoying life for what it is. It's the happily enjoying what's already right in front of you, you know? That's what the Six of Cups is all about. We do follow it up, though, with the Reverse Justice card, which is kind of like a little bit of a warning, I would say, and like a little bit of like a, be careful. Also, hi, Vivi, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But the Reverse Justice card tells us that even if you want the ends, the means to pursuing the ends still matters, right? Recklessly pursuing the ends does not justify what you've done to get there, right? Whatever your goal is, running head first towards it without thinking about what you're actually doing to reach that goal is not worth it, right? So even if it makes it take longer for you to reach what you're trying to achieve, sometimes that's for the best rather than just trying to steamroll headfirst to get to where you're trying to go, you know? So the reverse justice card is a card of like, think about where you're headed and what actions specifically you're taking to get there, right? Your actions matter more than the actual goal at this very moment, right? And then following that up as well, we've got the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is somebody who's very interested in what the world has to offer, right? They're very sensitive, very in touch with their emotions, somebody who has experienced a lot of the world and wants to learn more about just kind of what's happening around them. So I think now is your chance to really just sort of be in touch and in tune with the world around you, you know? So I think that's sort of like the key thing here. It feels like there's a chance for a lot of light, fun, not too many problems or worries on your back, Guiar. But I will say it does feel like this is the time for you to focus on how you want to achieve your goals, not necessarily what your goals are. You know? But there you go, Guiar. I hope that helps. Like I said, it's a matter of how you want to achieve your goals is what matters most right now, rather than what necessarily your goals are. I think that's the main takeaway here. Yeah, I hope that helps, Guiar. Fingers crossed. Still waking up. Next up, we've got... Next up is Misamo-chan. Misamo, are you here? Gives me a chance to hydrate more. She's a slightly shorter female version of the judge from Blood Meridian. I don't know what that means. Those... I don't know what that means, but good for her. But good for her. Alright, Misamo-chan, are you here? Misamo might have gone AFK, I think. So maybe we'll skip Misamo for now. And next up is Brandy. Brandy, you're here, right? I feel like I'm pretty sure you're here. Yeah, it's you, Brandy. And Brandy says, maybe reading about how my love life will be. Hell yeah. Let's see what we got for your love life reading. Ooh, so exciting. And you will also get a Oracle card because you are subbed. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what we got for your love reading, Brandy. And then your oracle card. Okay. We got all of the cards for you, Brandy. So let's put them up on the screen, starting with... And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty. So, we've got all of the cards for you, Brandy, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we've got the Nine of Cups. We have the reverse King of Wands. And we have the reverse Sun. And then for your oracle card, we have Harvest. So, let's go ahead and start breaking these down for you. Starting with the Nine of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups is a card that's very much about, like, taking the time to store up your energy and save up for the future, right? Not all things need to come to pass right now, and sometimes it's better just to future prep, you know? Taking the time to be self-reliant, I think, especially trust in your own capabilities and skills. This is a chance for you to build that self-confidence, right? That you can handle kind of whatever life is throwing at you. That's very much the key thing here with the Nine of Cups. Also, hi Jeremy, welcome in. I'm sorry, it's okay, no worries. Don't worry about it, Jeremy. Welcome in. But yeah, so it is very much, right off the bat, we have that Nine of Cups, which is a card of, like, taking care of yourself, finding the confidence within your own capabilities. What you know you can manage to do is going to help give you that strength and confidence moving forward into other aspects of your life, including your love life, right? But then interestingly, we followed up with both the reverse King of Wands and the reversed Sun card. So the reverse King of Wands is somebody who is very tough, has a lot of their walls up, and the fire and the passion that they normally have is kind of turned up to an 11, where it starts to feel very much like they're temperamental. Somebody who maybe doesn't have full check on their emotions. It can feel like they get easily burned, in a sense. It feels like a little bit like you can think of like a short fuse, in a sense, right? So somebody who maybe doesn't have a super strong grasp of their emotions and can easily get burned. And then that sense of feeling easily burned sort of feels doubly amplified by the reverse Sun card, right? Because while the Sun is normally a card of like light and optimism and warmth, in its reverse, it's somebody who's very brazen, very aggressive. It is, again, that sense of like being burned by another person. So to me, this feels like the cards they're not necessarily saying that you have a short temper, but rather like it's very easy for you to get burned by other people, you know? It feels like right now the sort of fiery energy of like passion and other individuals can kind of be too much for you. In the sense of it makes it very hard for you to really make that strong connection to others. And so it feels like the Nine of Cups is sort of like reassuring you to like take your time, take it easy, take it slow, and it'll be okay. But you got to build up your own strength and your own confidence in yourself, and that's going to help alleviate a lot of what kind of you're dealing with right now with that, you know. Also, hi, Griffin X. Welcome in. But it is, I think, very much like the sense of work on yourself, self-dependency, trust in your own abilities, and that's going to help you later on with when it comes to dealing with other people. Because dealing with other people is like a whole other can of worms when you're trying to get to know what all is happening sort of underneath the surface, right? Also, hi, Natural. Welcome in. And then for your Oracle card, Brandy, we have Harvest, right? Which is a card of determination and hard work, right? You can see the fruits of your labor. They're right there, growing on the vine, but you're not done yet, right? The harvest is one of the most labor-intensive periods because you have to manually go in and harvest all of the things that you've been working hard on, right? So it is very much now is the time for you to focus on really just grinding down and getting to know what you got to do for yourself. Whose tarot reading are we doing? We're doing Brandy's reading. Yeah, we're doing Kono Brandy da. So your work is not over yet. The work you got to do for yourself is not over yet. But you will be very heftily rewarded when it's done, right? Because whenever you finish harvest, I mean, that's the last step is harvesting. So you're very close, but it is still a lot of work to sort of get through working through everything, working through emotions, working through self-dependency, self-sufficiency. But with it will come a much more valuable, much more fruitful reward, right? Oh, I sign up. Yeah, it's the tarot reading redeem. Yeah, it's a little redeem. I think our queue is currently full at the moment though. But as we go through, some people tend to disappear whenever we get to them, and then we end up raffling off their slots to whoever's active in chat towards the end of stream. So if you didn't manage to get a reading at the start to get in the queue, there's still a chance towards the end of stream that you could still get in. So far, we already have one person who has disappeared. So who knows? Who knows? Alrighty, next up, we've got Berserk. Berserk, are you here? Are you here, Berserk? In a sense, self-dependency and patience pays off. Yeah. Was it me? Am I the one who disappeared? No, it was Misamo-chan. Yeah, I don't know where she went. No, you're after Berserk set. You're still in time. I hope you're well and the readings are going well. Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, I think the readings have been going pretty well. I think they've been going pretty good. And I am good. I'm still a little eepy beepy. I'm still waking up, but I'm good. Yippee! Yeah, you're still just in time. But is Berserk here? Otherwise, we're gonna end up skipping straight to you set. What's it gonna be? I'm EP too, so I'm struggling. We're all just EP fellas in a beepy world. Energy drink. Unfortunately, energy drinks don't work on me. They make me sleepy. I don't get the energy high that people get from energy drinks. I just immediately go to the crash phase where I just want to take a nap. So unfortunately, I cannot remedy it with simply caffeine. Otherwise, I would. Ugh. Yeah, energy drinks make me sleepy. The EB's taking hold, so I have to go, but could I request a good girl before I do? Yeah, you're a very, very good girl, Drow. I'm so, so proud of you. Now get some rest, okay? Sweet dreams. I'm guessing you're neurodivergent. Okay, so it's funny you say that because, like, yes, in essence, yes. But it's so funny because I was always like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, right? My partner is diagnosed with ADHD. So like they're confirmed they have to like take medication for it. They have ADHD. And I mentioned to them, I said, "Hey, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, but I've never been diagnosed." And do you know what they said to me? They said, "Oh, you got something more than that. There's something else going on with you." They said, "I don't think it's just ADHD you got." I was like, what the fuck? They're like, there's something more going on with you there. I don't think it's just ADHD. I was like, all right. All right. I see how it is. So, there you go. I felt both seen and also attacked in that moment. I was like, God damn. It's too powerful. Whatever I got going on with me, undiagnosed, but something ain't right. All right, I think Berserk is AFK, so we're gonna skip Berserk for now, and we will go with next up is Set. So, Set. And thank you for the lovely cue. That boy ain't right, literally. It's like never have I felt more seen and validated in that moment, but also Jesus Christ. Yeah. So, Set said, I forgot it was Thursday. I want a romance reading because I don't know what my romantic life is looking like anymore. Oh my gosh, what's going on over there? Caffeine usually doesn't work the way it's supposed to a lesser degree with neurodivergent people. Maybe ADHD. It's very possible I got ADHD. I don't want to spam it. No worries, no worries. I appreciate you so much, Brad, for taking care of the queue list. It's very, very helpful. Also, thank you for the follow to Divine Judge. I appreciate that as well. Yeah, I will say I did take one of those like autism like quizzes where they give you like the whole list of like all the autism symptoms, and according to it, I have a very, very high chance of being autistic, but really good at masking. I took like the masking quiz, like how good are you at like masking your autism traits? And let me tell you, I got such a high score on that one. I got such a high score on that one, holy shit. So, probably. But am I about to get diagnosed in America? Fuck no, I'm not about to get diagnosed with autism if I got it. I'm autistic, I love my guitar, yeah. But that's like one of the things where it's like, it's nice to know if you have it because it's easier to navigate with it, but also it's not so great in other instances because people treat you differently, like you're incapable, People will treat you suddenly, all the things you used to be able to do without too much issue. Suddenly people think you can't do it anymore, So it's always like a tightrope of you get diagnosed, people see and understand that some things aren't within your capability and that you're trying your best, right? They give you more leniency. But on the flip side, they also don't think you're just as capable of an individual or a person anymore. They think you're like, they infantilize you, It's like, I don't need to be infantilized. I just want to be understood. Well, let me tell you about my Power Rangers to almost getting diagnosed journey. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's tough, but I think that's why I've got such like high masking traits, you know. Very good at pretending to be normal. I'm so good at pretending to be normal. You guys don't know this because I don't pretend to be normal on here. But IRL, I can act so normy. IRL, you would not believe. Also, people suck. Yeah, sometimes people do just suck. That's just how it is. It's tough. It's tough. But that's the way of the world. Anyway, let's see what we got for you set for your love reading. And we also need, yes, we do also get a oracle card for you as well. I'm dressed like a demon femboy right now. Hell yeah. Live your best life, as you should. We need more femboys in the world. It's good for balance. It's healing the earth. We need more butches and we need more femboys. It keeps the balance. I'm doing my best not to fall asleep here. Oh, is somebody getting eepy? You're getting so eepy. Femboys bring the balance. Yeah, femboys, but also butch lesbians. Where would we be without butch lesbians? We need both. I have a shirt that says God's favorite twink. I love it. I've been eepy for the past hour at least. Oh, little eepy beepy. It was as soon as you clicked on my stream, you're like, oh, and you start yawning and get all snuggly under the covers. Because I've been live for an hour. And you're saying you started being eepy for the past hour. I can only assume the two are connected. I've connected the dots. I've connected them. It's okay, you can fall asleep during the stream. I won't be mad. Just make sure you keep the stream on so I still get the view. Alright, let's see what we got for your love reading set. I'm required elsewhere. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I have it pulled up on PC and mobile right now. Hell yeah. Where am I in the queue? So we're doing set right now. It's also the pinned post. So we're doing set right now. After set is you. So you're up next. Once we do this reading for set. Me every workday. Keep the stream on to boost engagement. Yeah. It's very helpful. I always appreciate you, Jacob. My #1 YouTube fan. It's just not a YouTube stream if Jacob's not in the chat, you know? And Jacob hasn't logged in to get his daily YouTube daily pillow. What's even the point, you know? It's just the YouTube side doesn't feel complete without you. You know, maybe I should pull it up on YouTube too. Yeah, it'd be pretty silly. Well, I've been working hard to get the qualifications to get monetized on YouTube. You need at least 3,000 watch hours within a year in order to qualify for the YouTube. I have all the other requirements. It's just the 3,000 watch hours. I'm at 2,000, so I'm 2/3 of the way there. So I'm close, but it's gonna be more difficult because I'm losing the views from everything else as each day passes, essentially. It's tough, but I just gotta believe. I've gotta believe I can do it. Okay, also thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Kaden. Mm. Oh my gosh, Salafi, hi. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I see you set on the YouTube side. Look at you. Look at you on the YouTube side. Now you can talk to Jacob. That's so exciting. It's like you're crossing the bridge. You're bridging the gap between the two worlds. Alrighty, let's go ahead and put these cards up on the screen for you, Set. Starting with... Then next up we've got... And then... To be fair, I was trying to sleep, but my roommate can't keep his voice down on call. Oh, that's so real. I could be your angel or your devil. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my roommates love to only do the dishes when I'm about to fall asleep or about to stream. So that's when they suddenly get the urge to actually do the dishes in the kitchen. So I've just learned to live with it. Since femboys are so important, are you a femboy? Technically I'm an ikemen. I'm a pretty man. I wouldn't necessarily classify myself as a femboy. I'm a pretty man. But I do love and respect all my femboys out there. Can't complain. Has on call with Oka helping her with TFT. Oh my god, is she winning? Is she winning? I hope she's winning. There we go. And then, boop. All right. We got all the cards. Pretty men represent. Yeah. Yeah, there's a very distinct difference between ikemen and femboy. I would say ikemen tends to look a little bit more older and slightly more masculine, versus femboy, which tends to look more feminine. You know, so very, very close on the spectrum next to each other, but they're on different sides of the spectrum, you know. So I tend to lean more masculine while femboy leans more feminine. Nothing wrong with either one. It's just my own personal, how I like my design and how I do it. So I do tend to draw myself more masculine. There you go. There you go. Okay, so in order of left to right set for your love reading, we've got the Ace of Swords, we have the reverse 3 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Cups. Is that how you say? Oh my god, you're learning how to say so many things today, Jacob. Yeah, ikemen. I-K-E-M-E-N. Ikemen. It's like the Japanese like pretty man. I've been saying it like Ikemen, Mike and Ikes. No, it's Japanese. It's ikemen. It's ikemen. Yeah, ikemen. That's how you say it. Ikemen. Well, now you know. Now you know. Oh my goodness. Now you're so educated. You gotta put on your Ike man voice. Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's me, Ike. Ike Mandere. How's it going? I hope you'll like and subscribe to this video. Okay. There you go, there you go. Alright, so I got all the cards for you. I'm gonna start calling it the Ike men now too, yeah. Ikemen. Ikemen. So Ikemen. I-K-E-M-E-N. It's a Japanese term. It's a Japanese term for like a pretty, it's like literally like pretty man. But emphasis on man, you know. So they still look like a man, but they look like a very pretty man. You know, it's a very specific aesthetic. You'll see it's very common with like romance leads in like women's romance stories, like the very pretty looking man. Not necessarily like burly, though I do love a good bear. I do love a good bear as well. I just think men of all shapes and sizes can be very attractive, you know. You just gotta find your niche. You just gotta find your niche. You gotta know what your demographic is, your target demographic, and you'll nail it, you know. Anyway. So we've got the Ace of Swords, right? And the Ace of Swords is a card of victory, right? It's a card of inner and outer peace. It's also somebody who has the power to love strongly and is willing to fight for what matters most to them, right? It's an effeminate appearance while still being more masculine. Yeah. It's like a softer, pretty appearance, but still clearly a man. You know, like there's no question they're a man. They're just a very beautiful man. That's all it is. And then following it up, we've got the Three of Cups reversed. And the Three of Cups reversed is a card of technically you're winning. Technically things are going according to plan set. Technically, you know, this should be working, but you're not happy, you're not satisfied. And I think that's something to think about is technically things are going right, things are going well, things should be fine, but it feels like you're not happy. And I think this is a card asking you, well, why is that? What would make you happy, right? Because maybe you think, I should be happy, I should feel satisfied, I should settle for this because this is what I wanted, right? But it feels like this isn't actually the answer you wanted, right? Generally tall with thin limbs and more delicate features, usually long fingers. Think Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. Yeah, exactly. I'm like Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. Well, actually, my inspiration was more of like the magician romance lead in like a manhwa, you know, like whenever like they have like the isekai, like the transmigration manhwa, and the girl gets reincarnated as like the villainess or whatever, and she's got to like make do, and like there's like the prince, and then there's like the knight, and then there's the eccentric magician at like the mage tower or whoever. Yeah, so that was more the inspiration for mine, is like the eccentric mage. You know, you gotta have the tropes. But yeah, I would say the key thing here, Set, is it feels like the cards are like, technically you have everything that you're looking for in terms of love, but it feels like for some reason you're not happy with it because this isn't probably what you were actually looking for. This isn't what you actually wanted. It feels like somewhere along the way, you've kind of gotten lost on what it is you're actually looking for, what you actually want. So you're settling for things that you think it is that you want, but it's not actually what you want. And that feels sort of solidified as well with the Four of Cups as well, which is like opportunities are abundant. You've got a lot of different ways you can go, a lot of different directions you can go. But I think you really do have to like take the time to stop and think about what's actually going to spark joy for you right now. Because maybe this can be interpreted as like you're in a relationship, right? You're in a relationship, you're winning, you're it's love, yay, you got it. But it's not the kind of like love or relationship you were looking for, I think. It's a matter of you got to look internally of what it is you're actually wanting, what it is you're actually looking for. I mean, I know what I want, but I just feel like I'm never going to get it. Well, don't talk like that. Don't settle. You gotta believe. Because I guarantee there's somebody out there who's also looking for the exact same thing as you. And whenever you find them, it'll be like magic. But it is just a matter of don't settle for the sake of settling. Don't feel like you need to be pressured to stay in this relationship or do relationship things in a certain way because that's just how you have to do it, you know? Because you don't. That's not how you have to do it. But I think it is a matter of, even if you're quote unquote winning, even if you're quote unquote like doing everything right, if it's not making you happy, if it's not making you genuinely happy, if it's not sparking joy, then you gotta rethink your plan. You gotta rethink your direction. Because is this something you really want to do for like forever? The problem is I'm not in a relationship, but I'd like to be, but fate seems to have different plans. I think it is just a matter of don't settle. Don't settle until you find the right thing, right? I think that's kind of like the key thing here with these cards is like don't settle for anything less than what would bring you true joy. So it's okay if it hasn't come to pass yet. It will. It will, as long as you keep putting yourself out there and you keep waiting for it to come, and you let yourself be open to the possibilities. I think you will find it. But I think it is just a matter of the cards telling you, like, don't settle for anything less than what's going to bring you true joy, you know? And then that sort of brings us to your Oracle card, which is Oak Tree, which is a card of power, courage, and strength, right? And you can also think of it in the sense of an acorn does not grow into an oak tree overnight, right? It takes time. It takes a lot of time. Slowly but surely, love can grow into something wonderful. Wide-eyed dairy makes me feel like I'm staring down a tiger. Meow. There you go. The tiger meowed. I hope that alleviates some of the tension. But there you go. I think it really is just a matter of the cards telling you, like, let love come as it comes, slowly but surely. Don't try to rush it. I guess the good news is I did get therapy this year, so I'm doing a whole lot better mentally. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. My point proven. It is very funny to see how expressive the model can get sometimes when I'm talking. When I just start yapping and I start moving around, and my model's like, "Oh, we're doing that now? Oh, okay." I gotcha. Let love come. Don't try to rush it. Oh my god, grilled egg. Yeah, exactly. You gotta let it come nice and slow. Don't force it to come too soon, you know? You want to really take your time with it. Oh, all right, next up is Caden the Eclipse. You're still here, right, Caden? I remember that one VC I had where both you and Ren do a tarot reading for me, and you were both like, bro, you need therapy. Yeah. A lot of people, to be fair, a lot of people need therapy. That is something I think a lot of people just don't realize, is that pretty much everybody needs therapy. Pretty much everybody. I would be hard pressed to find a person that would not benefit from therapy, genuinely. Myself included. I could use more therapy. I'm gonna be so real with you. I could absolutely use more therapy. But yeah, everybody benefits from it. Even the people who are doing well, I think, would also benefit from therapy. So it's never too out there to say that. Therapy good when it's good. Yeah. It really is just a matter of, like, sometimes you do have to shop around to find a good therapist. Just somebody who really, like, connects with you and gets it, you know? All right. Did Caden disappear? Caden the Eclipse. Are you here? It's your turn. Oh my god, my foot is itchy. Hold on, I gotta scratch my foot. Ugh. I'm here. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you went. Okay. And Caden wanted a general reading. Okay. A general reading for Caden. Let's see what we got for you. But yeah, when in doubt, everybody benefits from therapy. I don't know if you saw it, but I wanted to change it to, like, what awaits me for the year ahead. Yeah, we can do that. It's like kind of what the year ahead has in store for you. Let's see what we got for you then. just remembered I have some veggie pasta in the fridge. I'm totally gonna heat that up later. Have that for dinner. It's gonna be so yummy. And let's grab your Oracle card because you are subbed. Okay. Alrighty, we got all of the cards for you, so let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... There we go. And then next up we've got... And then... There we go. Yeah, I disappeared because I was changing my laundry over. Oh, you're doing your laundry right now? Very nice, very productive. I went and got food. Oh, that's where you are, Berserk. I was calling for you. I was wondering where you went. Okay. Well, welcome back, Berserk. Alright, so we got all the cards for you, Kaden. In order of left to right for your kind of what the year ahead has planned for you, what it's got in store for you. We've got the reverse Two of Coins, we have the Fool, and we have the reverse Hermit card. And then for your Oracle card, we have Sickle, right? So, starting with the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins in reverse is a card about kind of like instability. It can be a card of like mood swings. It's the fear of sinking. It feels like it's going to be kind of a wild one. There's going to be ups, but there's also going to be a lot of downs, and it's not really going to be a very smooth ride. It feels like it's going to be a very bumpy road. For sure. A very bumpy road ahead. Not to say that it won't be worth, taking the ride and taking the journey, but whew, you got both good and bad mixed in there pretty heavily. I would say stay tuned for a very eventful year, to put it lightly. But it's also a year of new beginnings, right? We have the Fool card, and the Fool is a card of excitement and hope for what the world has in store for you. Things that you've never done before. Now is the chance for you to really get to experience everything, right? This is the chance for the dreamer to take their step forward with freedom. It's the start of your adventure. And it's up to you to decide what path you want to take on your own adventure in life, right? But then we also interestingly followed up with the reverse Hermit card. And while the Hermit is somebody who is very knowledgeable in the world, somebody who has a lot of life experience and moves forward, very much like a guiding hand towards enlightenment, and it's reverse, it's like, be careful that you don't isolate yourself from other people, right? Be careful that you don't shy away from the rest of the world and kind of close yourself off and become a recluse, right? New year, new you. Just don't forget to stay in tune with the people who care about you, right? People don't want you to hold back your true self. They want you to find what makes you the happiest, what brings you the most joy. And they want to be there to share that joy with you. But as much as they want to be there to share that joy with you, they also want to be there for you during your sad moments too, right? I think that's sort of like a key thing here. There's like one phrase, there's like one poem that I remember reading a long time ago. I don't remember the full contents of the poem, but it essentially went with if my brother did not invite me to the banquet, you know, of celebration, I would be okay with it. But if he did not invite me to partake in his own sorrows, I would bang at the doors and beg to be let in, wondering why he would not trust me with it, you know? And so it's like the matter of people want to share the burden of pain with people they love, even more so than they want to share in the joy of what you were experiencing. So don't shut yourself away and shut yourself off from other people, especially the people who love and care about you, right? It is a new year. It is a new you. It is a new journey. But with that journey comes a lot of bumps in the road. So don't close yourself off from the people who want to be there to share that burden with you, right? Who want to be there with you during the year in your new journey for yourself, you know? People want to be there for you. They want to help. And even if they can't do much other than just listen to you, you know, it helps them to feel like they're being helpful. Even if there's not much they can physically do, just talking to them can take a load off of you as well. And it can help them feel like, oh, okay, I'm here, they trust me, they see me as somebody that they can rely on, you know? I think that's sort of like the true test. So don't close yourself off from others. And now's the chance for you to see the world in a new light and to do new things. And that feels sort of amplified as well with your oracle card, which is Sickle, which is a card of focus, regrowth, and letting go, right? Sickle is used to cut grass, right? Or wheat, but it's used to basically cut down things. And in the sense, it can be used for harvesting as well. But the key with like grass is if you just kind of let it grow all wild and crazy and you don't trim it down, it's going to grow kind of everywhere and maybe a little bit sparse or a little bit patchy. But it's when you cut it down and let it grow back up again, it comes up thicker and like more lush, you know? So I think it's a matter of trimming what needs to be let go in order to let the things you want to flourish, right? In a sense, you can think of it like pruning, right? You prune a tree, you prune a plant, so you can divert that energy that was going everywhere else to what matters most. Yeah, I hope that helps, Kaden. Fingers crossed. Yeah, definitely an eventful year, so be sure to not only share your joy, but also your sorrow with the people who matter to you. Yeah. There you go. Do we believe in precognition here? Maybe. I guess it depends. I'm not like saying no, I suppose. I just never really thought about it, but maybe. But yeah, next up we've got CJ. Are you here, CJ? Ah. And did CJ fall asleep? I hear, hi CJ. And CJ said, put in my 2 weeks on my job. What new adventures await me? Also, thank you, Brad, for the cue. I appreciate you. They arrive, yeah. They've made their entrance. I had a couple and it was very much saying this and like things I'm actively working on right now, coming to hold rewards and such. Yeah. Like I said, it's definitely going to be an eventful year. I mean, you do have 2 major arcana out of the 3 cards I pulled. 2 of them are major arcana. So those are very much like the, this is an important thing, please listen to me type of cards. Usually they show up for like major milestones or life events types of things. Just in general, it's like, hey, I'm important. This is an important thing. Pay attention to this. Essentially what those are. So it definitely feels like the cards are kind of telling you, like, there's going to be a lot going on, for better and for worse. So just don't try to handle it all alone. Adventures are more fun when you've got friends with you, you know? That's why they got the party system in all of the RPG games. You gotta have a party. You know, you need at least one support, one tank, one main damage dealer, and then, you know, like an AoE type character in order to fully round out the party. Yeah, you gotta have a party. It's good for the balance, because each of the roles individually would not do well on their own. The main damage dealer, yes, would be able to do a lot of damage, but they, you know, wouldn't be able to heal themselves or buff themselves, and they'd be more likely to, you know, get hurt. Then you have the tank, which is less likely to get hurt, but won't be able to heal or buff themselves, and they don't do as much damage. You got AoE, which is great with groups, but not so good with singular individual targets. And then you've got the support, which is great at buffs and healing, but really bad at damage. But working all together, when they all come together, they show off their strengths and cover each other's weaknesses to create a very, very strong party to take down even the Demon King. So every role is important. I'm actually actively working on building a good friend group and such. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see what we got for you, CJ. And let's grab your oracle card. And my first ever trans friend now. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. It is always nice, like, getting to see other new perspectives from other people that you hadn't really seen before. I think that's really nice and sweet. Okay, we got all the cards for you, CJ, so let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... And the final card is... There we go. Okay. We got all of the cards for you, CJ, for your what new adventures await you outside of your job now that you've put in your 2 weeks reading. So, in order of left to right, we've got the reverse 7 of coins, we have the 10 of wands, and we have the 5 of wands. And then for your oracle card, we have tend, like tending to a garden, you know? So we start with the reverse 7 of wands. And I will say the reverse 7 of wands is a card of impatience. It feels like you are very impatient. You're like, I want to get this over with. I want to start my new life now. I want the new adventures to happen now. I want them to hurry up and come to me. And I get it. And I and I get it, but you can't rush it. You can't rush an adventure. You gotta make sure you're well prepared. If you decide to go camping without packing all the proper supplies, you could get hurt, you know? So, as exciting as it is to want to see what new things can happen in your life, you still have to take the time to let it work through its full course of everything, to make sure everything is properly prepared and done and finished with before you move on to the next thing. Otherwise, you put yourself at risk, you know? So, the right off the bat, the card's like, all right, easy there, tiger, easy. let's keep our head on our shoulders, all right? That's definitely what that's about. And especially because we followed up with the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is a card of, this is a trial. This is something new that is going to be putting, I think, a decent bit of pressure on you. It definitely feels like this is a weight on your shoulders of where are you going to head to next? What are you going to do next? I think is kind of weighing on you a little bit of, you know, that sort of sense of anxiety of what am I going to do now? And I think that's really understandable. I think that's really common as well as like, oh God, what do I do now? What am I going to do next? Like, I feel like this is crazy. What maybe you'll even be nervous about like, should I have even done that? Is this the right decision? But the 10 of Wands isn't necessarily saying that this is a bad thing. It's just saying this is an experience you have to deal with, right? This is something that's going to come down on your shoulders, and it's up to you to decide how you're going to act on that, right? How you're going to act on those feelings, how you're going to act on those emotions, how you're going to act on those anxieties, right? Those are very normal feelings to have, those senses of anxiety and worry, but this is your chance to rise above it. That's what the 10 of Wands is about. This is your chance to make your mark for yourself, right? You can see the flowers here are actually forget-me-nots, right? This is your chance to leave an impression and to rise above, you know? And then following that up as well, we have the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is a card of impending competition or battle. This is your chance to fight. And the 5 of Wands reminds you that fortune favors the bold. Be bold, be brave, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to let yourself be seen and to let yourself be known, right? It's only when you take those risks that you have the chance to get that sweet payoff, right? They say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? That's essentially what the 5 of Wands is. So brain rotted, I heard forget me nots. Oh my God, that's a you issue. That's not a me issue. That's a you issue. But it is very much like a shoot your shot. That's what the 5 of Wands is. Shoot your shot. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, you know? And then that sort of brings us to your oracle card, which is tend. Like I said, like tending to a garden. Aren't those flowers? Yeah. The forget-me-not flowers are those little blue flowers you see on that 10 of Wands card. Those are forget-me-nots, right? The 5 of Wands card is thistle, and the 7 of coins is actually a anemone flower. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, so we've got the oracle card, which is tend, like tending to a garden, which is a card of maintenance, encouragement, and guidance, right? This is the chance for you to do some self-care. Take care of the things that need to be taken care of. Check off some stuff off your list of what needs to be done. And it's just a slow and steady, you're prepping the soil for the seeds. You haven't planted the seeds yet. Or maybe, you know, maybe some seeds have been planted, but this isn't the planting season. This is the checking to make sure you've got enough soil, you've got enough fertilizer, you've got enough water, there's no weeds, right? This is what that whole situation is. It's just looking at the opportunities you have and nurturing them, right? You're nurturing them. You're not like doing anything super crazy other than just focusing on taking care of what opportunities are already presented to you, right? And that can kind of come in a lot of forms, but I think the key thing here is be open to what the world is going to offer you, but also take care of what you already have. You know, it's going to be scary. I think there's going to be some anxieties at first, but just don't rush things. As long as you take your time with everything and you put a lot of love and focus and attention into what's right in front of you, I think you'll find that you will open up some clear paths for yourself in terms of adventure and what the world has to offer. But yeah, I hope that helps, CJ. I know it can be really scary whenever you've officially turned in your 2 weeks for a job. I've definitely had that happen before. But honestly, I wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't, you know? If I hadn't quit my job, I wouldn't be here, literally here, like in this very moment, in this very spot, in this very room. I would not be here. So there's some things that can only happen when you brave through the uncertainty and just focus on what's right in front of you. And sometimes those risks can be rewarded through really wonderful opportunities when you allow yourself to open them up, you know? That was very accurate. Thank you. Yeah, I hope it helps, CJ. It does have a lot of excitement. A lot of, you know, with the excitement does also come the anxiety, but I think it's mostly excitement in this reading. So I hope that you can channel that excitement for something wonderful for yourself, you know? My fingers are crossed for you. Okay, next up, we've got Red Golite. Red Golite, are you here? Pretty deck today? Yeah, this is the Botanica deck. If you do !tarot in chat, it will actually give you the link to the deck if you want to support the original artist who made this deck. If you want a copy of it for yourself. Yeah, it's the Botanica Tarot deck. It's like one of my absolute favorites. It's so beautiful. Yeah, hi, Red Golite. Oh my god, you're using your little emote that I made you. Look at Red Golite's emote. I drew that. Look at you. Oh. Okay, and Red Golite wants a general reading. So let's see what we got for you. I realized something in the past whenever I've had tarot card readings that were like, you'll have ups and downs, that I was always scared, and that this time I'm just like, I'll be okay. I think that goes to show a lot about how much you've kind of grown, you know? When you trust in, you know, your own abilities and your own, like, capability, I think it makes it easier to weather the storm of like uncertainties that is life, you know? When you've dealt with so much bullshit in your life, you're kind of like, I've dealt with it before, I'll manage again, you know? I've managed it every other point up until this point, I'll be okay, you know? It's kind of the thought process you start to take after a while. After you've dealt with enough bullshit in your life, you're like, you know what? This is just an average Tuesday at this point. It really do be like that sometimes. Let's see what we got for your general reading, Red Golite. Yeah, I will say, I think as I've also kind of gotten older too, it is just a matter of like, life can be scary and it can certainly be uncertain, but I've tried to come at it and tackle it with the feeling of I will make it through somehow. I will find a way to get through this. One way or another, you know, this will pass. And I mean, it's worked. It's worked. At the end of the day, even when I feel like I'm up against the wall, whenever I feel like I'm in a really tight spot, I can trust that, you know, I can make it out of, you know, whatever tight corner I get squeezed into. And it's mostly because I think I also know I'm not doing it alone. If I was doing everything all alone, all by myself with nobody to rely on, I would have been fucked ages ago, right? But I think it's because I have so many people that I can trust and that I can rely on. And that if the going really gets tough, I can, you know, reach out to them. That I think helps me come up with my strategies to get out of things. Yeah. If I was doing everything all by myself, all alone, I would have been fucked forever ago. I'd be in a ditch somewhere probably. But I think the fact that I recognize that, like, okay, I don't have to do this alone. I'm not alone. I've got people who care about me. So I'll make it through. I'll make it through somehow, you know? And then I do, you know? And sometimes it's just a matter of recognizing who are those people that you know you can trust to help you out of those. Human need village. It takes a community. It takes a village. But I think community is a very important part of humanity. That's why we have language. So we can communicate with other people. It's very important. Let's see what we got for you, Red Go Light. For your general reading. Okay, and let's grab your oracle card. Okay, we've got all of the cards for you, so let's put them up on the screen, starting with and then we've got it's a very funny card to get with this. And then we've got the final card, which is okay. We got all of the cards for you, Red Go Light, for your general reading. So, in order of left to right, we've got the Page of Coins. We have the reverse 7 of Wands. And we have the reverse 3 of Coins. And then for your oracle card, we have hedge, like a hedge maze. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Page of Coins, right? The Page of Coins is somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience right now. They're very innocent, very, you know, young, excited to see what the world has to offer for them. But, you know, they're somebody who is just trying to live the best life they can. Trying to keep it simple and clean. It's the way that you're making me feel tonight, you know. It's hard to let it go. It's very much the chance for you to grow, but you haven't grown yet. You're still in your tutelage, right? The page is underneath the knight. They're still learning. They just started their journey. And I think that's sort of the key thing here is you've just started this journey, so don't stress too much about it. Keep it light, keep it simple, keep it fun, right? You can see the daisies here. It's very childlike innocence. Don't stress it too much. Don't push too hard, right? You also followed up with the reverse Seven of Swords. And the reverse Seven of Swords is the card of pure dumb luck, baby. You cannot possibly guess how things are going to turn out, but they're going to turn out all right. So don't worry too much. Don't stress too much, you know? Turn that frown upside down. Get those wrinkles out of your brow. You are too young to be having wrinkles this early on, all right? De-stress. It's all going to work out. It's all going to be daijoubu. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress yourself. It's going to be fine. That's what the reverse Seven of Swords is all about. It's the blessing of pure dumb luck. Things are going to work out. Can't say how they're going to work out, but they'll work out. It's not anything necessarily within your control, so don't worry about it, right? If it's not something you can actively handle or have an influence on, then there's no need to stress over it. And then that kind of brings us to your final card, which is the reverse Three of Coins. And the reverse Three of Coins is a card of kind of like a lack of focus. It's the sense of like stagnation, like you're not moving in the direction that you really want to. It can feel maybe a bit like burnout in a sense. You just feel like you're not making the progress you wanted to make. And that can be difficult to feel like maybe you've already come to a standstill with something. But I'll say, I don't think it's necessarily that you're already stuck or at a standstill, but more like you just gotta let loose. When you get kind of all like tightened up, all stiff and worked up in your own ways, it makes it a lot harder for you, I think, to see other directions and other things you can do and other ways you can take things. And so it feels like the cards are like, just relax. It's really not that serious. Like, just have fun with it. Let go with, and just let it be free, right? Don't try to scrunch up all in one thing. Try to force yourself into something. It's not necessary. It's really not necessary. And then following it up with your Oracle card as well, we've got Hedge, like I said, like a hedge maze, which is a card of potential, boundaries, but also indecision. Feels like you really are, I think, kind of struggling to decide what you want to do next. Is it worth it? Is what I'm doing the correct thing to do? Is this the optimal thing to do? Am I doing things right? What should I do now? How should I do things now? And it feels like the cards are like, bro, chill. It's not that deep. That's not something that's like life or death, you know? I feel like you're working yourself up over this, putting it into this sense of like, if I don't choose the right path, then I've failed and it's all over. And it's like, the card's like, it's really not though. Like, it's like, it's fine, really. You're gonna be perfectly fine. It's gonna be okay. I get that you're worried. I get that you're stressed. You're like, what if I make the wrong choice? What if I make a mistake here? And the cards are very much like, it's not that deep, man. It's gonna be okay. No matter what you pick, it's gonna be fine. So just let loose, right? You're still at the beginning stages. Also, good night, Jacob. Sweet dreams. I hope you sleep well, okay? I think that is very much the key thing here, though. Red Go Light is just like, it feels like you're stressing over something that's not that important. And something that's kind of just sort of out of your hands in the first place. It's not like it's something you actually really have influence over. So the cards are like, so don't even bother stressing about it. Like, it's not worth putting your excess energy and anxiety into this because you don't really have control over it. So stressing about it isn't going to do anything except make you more stressed for no reason at all, you know? So just, you know? And then whatever things you do have control over, take control over those things. And whatever things you don't have control over, it's not important. It's not important enough to stress over, you know? If you have no control over it, then that's not something for you to be worried about, right? It's out of your hands. So don't try to force it into your hands. But yeah, I hope that helps, Red Go Light. Fingers crossed. I know it can be tough and it can be scary, and you definitely want to feel like you have more control in your hands. But sometimes you just gotta let things breathe. You just gotta let things do their own thing. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out. So just breathe. Yeah, just breathe. Essentially. Essentially. There you go. I hope that helps. Oh my gosh, I just noticed the kissy redeem, CJ. There's your kissy, CJ. But there you go. But yeah, I hope that helps, Regolite. Maybe take a little bit of the stress off of you. It's very much it's not something to be stressed about. It's not worth being stressed about because it's gonna be fine. You know? Alright, next up we're doing the final call. We're doing the final call. So, Misamo-chan, if you are here, speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, we're gonna raffle off your slot to somebody else. So. Oh, there you are. Hi. I was wondering where you disappeared to. Alrighty. And where was your reading at? Misamo-chan wanted a reading on... Where is... general reading. There we go. Okay. Thank you and good night. Yeah, good night, Regolite. Sweet dreams. Yeah, okay, so general reading for Misamo. Let's see what we got for you. You know what I'm craving right now? I saw, like, I've been seeing recipes for it, and now I really, really want it, and but I don't want to make it, I just want to eat it, right? But I've been craving the chocolate salami. I keep seeing the chocolate salami everywhere. And I want one. I want a chocolate salami. It's like a cookie. It's like a cookie that looks like a salami. It's not actually meat. It's not actually meat. But it's like chocolate with like cookies and stuff in it. And it looks so good. It looks so yummy. I want it. It looks delightful. I wouldn't be mad with a real salami though either. Some salami and cheese and crackers. That'd go kind of hard. But yeah, I keep seeing those. I was more interested when I thought it was salami. Like chocolate soup. Oh my god. I also want thumbprint cookies. Like the little ones with like the raspberry jam. And also the ones with like the little chocolate ganache. Oh my god, those would be so fucking good right now. I would stone cold kill a man for some thumbprint cookies. Yeah, the little raspberry ones and the chocolate ones. Ah, oh, it'd be so good. I just want cookies. It's cookie season. It's baked sweets season. Let's see what we got for you, Misamo-chan, for your general reading. Oh, okay, okay. Let's put these up on the screen for you. Starting with... And then we've got... Alrighty, we got all of the cards for you, Misamo-chan, for your general reading. In order of left to right, we've got the Lovers, we have the Hierophant, and we have the reverse Queen of Coins. So we'll go ahead and start breaking things down, starting with the Lovers card. The Lovers is a card of, it could be a person, could be a situation, could be a job, could be whatever, but it feels like you've really found your place for yourself. You found where you fit in. You found this sort of like mutually beneficial relationship where it feels like things are really working out, things are really going great, and in a sense it feels like things are going really well. It feels like you're not just two halves of a whole, but rather two wholes like coming together to be more than just the sum of your parts, right? That's what it feels like. It feels worthwhile. It feels exciting. There's this sense of attraction. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be. But it could also just be, a situation. But that's what the Lovers is. It's a card of attraction, a relationship where everybody's having a good time. Everybody's benefiting from it. It's also a card of like magnetism, feeling like two independent but equal partners coming together to make something strong and powerful, We also followed up with the Hierophant, which is a card of like a guiding hand, a leader, somebody you trust to sort of help lead the way in paving the path forward towards good things. It's also usually like a card of like spiritual enlightenment, feeling like you've really come to terms with a lot of things in your life and feeling secure. There is very much like the sense of security, and again this sense of like, you can see here like the flowers, the two peonies with the Lovers, but also you've got the two roses with the Hierophant, right? So there's this sense of like power and faith and leadership and taking charge as you move forward in your life, right? But then we followed up with the reverse Queen of Coins. And the reverse Queen of Coins is, I would say, a little bit of a warning card. It's like nobody's perfect. It's like a gentle warning of nobody's perfect. Even if a situation is really, really wonderful, and even if things are going really, really well, that does not exempt whatever it is from being, flawed in some way. And it's not to say that it's evil or bad, or that things are really super dark and scary or whatever. It's not necessarily saying that. It's just more of like, don't think that this situation is completely perfect and without fault. Otherwise, you will set yourself up for future failure, right? It's only when you recognize that nothing is perfect in life and that there's always going to be some flaws, whether it's with an individual, with a person, or with a situation. Only then can you prepare to handle those flaws without being completely blindsided by them, right? The reverse Queen of Coins is normally a card of like, something that shouldn't be trusted completely. Some sort of like intrigue. Things aren't as they seem, right? Don't rest all of your eggs in that singular basket kind of vibes. So it's not to say that this situation or this person isn't good. I don't think that's what it's necessarily saying. Like I said, it's very much like just recognize that everything is made by humans, and humanity itself is flawed, which means that this is also going to have its own flaws. So as long as you recognize that and you go, okay, well, nothing's going to be perfect, so let me go ahead and prepare for, just in case this or this or this happens, then it's not going to, completely shift your world and throw you off kilter if things do, come to a stumbling block along the way, You'll be able to handle it and navigate things much more smoothly. So even a perfect situation, a perfect setup like that, just keep in mind, nothing is actually perfect. And that's okay. And things can still be wonderful without being perfect. But just prepare for when, humanity inevitably shows its flaws. I hope that makes sense. And I hope that didn't scare you. You know, I was trying really hard to phrase it in a way that it wouldn't sound scary, because I don't think it's a scary reading. I don't think it's trying to scare you off or anything. I think it's just trying to be like a, hey, just gentle reminder. Humanity is inherently flawed. I have a trip coming up that I've been worried about, so this is interesting to me. I would say, in terms of that, then, it's saying the trip will be fine. Things will be good. Just prepare for, you know, the casual emergencies that might crop up, you know? Prepare for the fact that things may not be, you know, just have like a general backup plan, general, you know, things you can do to keep yourself prepared. But otherwise, I think you'll be fine, right? So just like making sure you've got like your game plan for in case some things don't go bad. I think that'll also help alleviate some of your anxiety, you know? If you're worried about, oh, what if I sleep through my alarm and I miss the plane and I miss my plane to go to my trip. It's like, okay, well, then you can have your backup alarm, you know, and you can wake up earlier to get there in time, so you'll have plenty of time at the airport. Personally, if I have a flight to catch, I am there minimum 4 hours earlier than I need to be. I am always there minimum like 4 hours before my flight. And I'm usually just sitting there doing nothing. I'm just like chilling. But that's what I do to help alleviate my anxiety, because then I know it'll be fine. Because nothing's gonna take fucking 4 hours, you know, for me to actually have to deal with. So, I was just... one thing you can kind of think about there is just like, what are things you can do to help alleviate some of your anxiety and stress from that, you know? Yeah, thankfully this time we're driving, my partner has experience with snow, so we'll be all right. Yeah, so you can just be like, okay, well, let's check and make sure, you know, that the weather's gonna be okay. We'll make sure we got like our snow tires. We got extra chains, maybe an extra tire, you know. Whatever it is you feel like you gotta do to feel like, just in case something does go wrong, you've kind of got like that sort of mentally checked off in your head of like, okay, well, here's what we can do if that does happen. Not to say that it will, but if it does happen, this is my game plan. This is my mental checklist of things that we can do to alleviate that, you know? So I think that'll also help take off some of the anxiety you might be facing too. It's just like well, what can you do, right? What can you prepare for in the event? Because there are certain things you can do that just to help sort of like take your mind off of it. And there you go. Just have fun, relax. It'll be okay. And just have the game plan in mind for whenever things inevitably, you know, nothing's gonna go perfectly, but as long as you got the game plan for whenever the bumps in the road do come up, you'll be fine, and it'll still be smooth sailing. You know? So there you go. And make sure you pack lots of hot chocolate for the trip. Very important, very important. It'll keep you both warm and cozy. Yeah, that's a must. That's got to be on your checklist. You got to pack lots of hot cocoa. But there you go. I hope that helps alleviate some of your worries, Misamo-chan. Alrighty, and then next up we've got Berserk. And there's something you're thinking, I'll probably be fine. Remember, would you rather have it and have everything go fine, or not have it but something goes wrong? Yeah, I tend to overpack a lot for a lot of that stuff. Like, I bring my emergency sewing kit with me. You know, I bring like, if it's a trip for like a week, I'll bring 2 weeks worth of underwear just in case. Just in case, I don't know, I shit myself every single day of the trip, you know? It's never happened, but God, it's great to know I have extra underwear just in case that happens, you know? Or you never know. But it's good to just have it with you if you have the space for it. Like I said, the emergency sewing kit is a great thing to have. Always be shitting. Yeah. And then also, first aid kit. Always have a first aid kit, even if it's just like a mini first aid kit. So handy to have for a variety of things. You never know. And it just gives so much sense of like, okay, things are gonna be okay. if you've got the first aid kit on you, the first aid kit, the emergency sewing kit, which for me is like it's like a little tiny bag, but it's great for if, like, you know, buttons pop off, or if you need to like do like a quick hem, or you need to fix something. The emergency sewing kit is a lifesaver, for sure, for sure. As well as the first aid kit. You know, you never know when you need like bandages, or you need to disinfect something, or if you need painkillers. It's just helpful. And I think that takes a lot of the stress off of you too, because you're like, oh, well, good thing I brought my my first aid kit with me. Yeah. And I've got my Hello Kitty first aid kit. I love my Hello Kitty first aid kit. I even keep it stocked up with Hello Kitty bandages too, just in case. But yeah, it's got antiseptic cream. It's got the painkillers. It's got the ibuprofen. It's got it's got some gauze. It's got like a, you know, all the classic stuff you have in a first aid kit. But I also put some extra pads in there, so like tampon pads, just in case. I mean, I know when I would be starting, but I mean, what if somebody else starts and they need one, you know? It's always nice to have one in case somebody else needs a pad, you know? But there you go. There you go. I hope that helps. Alrighty, and Berserk wants a general reading. So let's see what we got for you, Berserk. I'm gonna be lurking while I sleep. Yeah, sweet dreams. I hope you sleep well, Kaden. Hello Kitty theme first aid kit would calm me right the fuck down. Yeah. It was something my mom got me in college. Whenever it was my freshman year of college, I was like, hey, I'd actually really like a first aid kit. And so my mom got me a Hello Kitty first aid kit from Walmart, and it came in like this really, really cute like tin case, right? So it's like a metal case for the first aid kit with like Hello Kitty on it. It's like Dr. Hello Kitty. It's super cute. I still have it. A lot of the original stuff I already ran out of, but I just replaced it, you know? But then I always make sure I get Hello Kitty themed bandages whenever I need new band-aids. And I put those in there. So yeah. It's very easy to find too. The metal case by itself seems great. It is. It really is. I mean, I've had that case for years. It's very helpful. And plus it's easy to spot and find, you know? So if I need somebody, if I go tell them, oh, go grab the first aid kit. They know what the first aid kit looks like. Because it's got Dr. Hello Kitty on it and it's pink. I'm like, yeah, go get the first aid kit. It's got Hello Kitty on it. And they're pretty easily able to find it. It served me well for quite a few years. Plus, it's like a great way to like alleviate, you know, in case, you know, my roommate, you know, cuts himself with like a knife while he's cooking or something. Then, you know, and it sort of distracts from like the bleeding. It's like, oh, let me go grab the Miss Hello Kitty. Miss Hello Kitty's gonna heal you. Okay. We got all of the cards for you, Berserk. So let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... kind of cuts the tension. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just because, like, even in college, too, whenever, because I had, like, a lot of guy friends and stuff as well. So whenever my guy friends would be injured, I'd be like, oh, I've got the first aid kit in my dorm, and I'll be like, I'll be right back. And, like, come back with my little Hello Kitty metal tin first aid kit, and I wrap them, you know, with a little Hello Kitty band-aid on their finger or whatever. I'm like, there you go. Don't get hurt anymore. Hello Kitty is taking all the pain away. Let me tell you, 100% heal rate. It helps, it really does. She takes the pain from you. And then the final card we got. I'm gonna get going. I do wish everyone all the best, whether it be day or night. Yeah, sweet dreams, Brandy. Good night, good night. Hope you sleep well. Okay. We got all of the cards for you. So, Berserk for your general reading. In order of left to right, we've got the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the Empress, and we have the King of Coins. Then for your Oracle card, we have Hearth. So, let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Ace of Swords reversed, which is definitely an interesting one to open up with, because the Ace of Swords reversed is very much a card of like self-destruction. It's a card of like tyranny, sort of beating yourself down. While the Ace of Swords is normally a card of like saving yourself and idealism and victory and forcing your way to victory. In its reverse, it's very much like turning your blade to yourself instead, right? Instead of using your blade to cut whatever's in your path, it feels more like you're attacking yourself, which is a hard start. I'm going to be real with you. It's definitely tough, but it feels like you're misdirecting your fighting spirit and your fight towards what it does not need to be headed towards, right? Don't attack yourself, all right? It's not helpful. Even if you feel like you're not doing the quality or level that you want to be, it doesn't actually make you more productive or make you do better by lashing out at yourself, you know? And then that sort of leads us into your next card, which is the Empress, right? The Empress is somebody who's very maternal, takes care of others. It's very much a card of creativity and warmth and kindness, right? I think this is your chance for you to really let yourself blossom, not necessarily just taking care of other people, but now it's time to sort of, I think, redirect that to take care of yourself, right? It feels like you're very much the type of person who will put other people far ahead of yourself, and you'll take care of their needs before you take care of your own. And it feels like that's sort of especially amplified with both the Empress and the King of Coins. It's like you're very much trying to be a stable person for everybody else. You're trying to be that stable security figure in other people's lives, trying to be there to help them, to nurture them, to take care of them. But what about you? What about you? You're just as important. And if nobody's there to take care of you, how are you going to take care of everybody else, you know? You do have to put yourself first. Sometimes you do have to put yourself first. As scary as it can be, you do have to take care of yourself just as much as you have to take care of everybody else, right? And then that brings us to the, again, sort of like with the King of Coins, that sense of like somebody who's a security figure, somebody who's giving that strength, who's giving that warmth. It's also a card of like experience that yields wisdom. But honestly, what kind of talks more to me personally with this is actually the fact that this is the Oak King, right? I don't know how much you know about the summer solstice and the winter solstice, but there is the idea that there's the Holly King and the Oak King, right? And the Holly King and the Oak King are brothers who fight each other, right? And whenever one beats the other, then that's the day that the solstice happens, right? So As the two brothers fight, there's the Holly King and the Oak King, and during the summer solstice, the Holly King is technically at his weakest, but every day up until the winter solstice, that's when the Holly King gets stronger and stronger, right? So the Holly King takes over, right? Hence winter, the Holly King. But then after the winter solstice, every single day after the winter solstice gets slightly longer until you reach the summer solstice, right? And the nights get shorter and shorter, and that's the Oak King getting stronger, right? So I think now's the time for you to strengthen yourself as the Oak King, right? Winter solstice is approaching. That's the longest night of the year, but that means every day after that is I read your comment. I lost my train of thought. But every day after that is getting slightly longer, while every day after that is getting slightly shorter, you know? So it is a matter of, I think, taking the time to... No, you're fine. I got very easily distracted. I don't actually know the etymology of the word holiday, but we can look it up. What's the etymology? It's from Old English, holy day. Isn't that interesting? There you go. So yeah, it's Old English, haligdag, or haligdag, which is holy day, which is what it literally means. And so holy day, holiday. There you go. Now we know, now we learned the etymology. And then that's so interesting. But yeah, so basically the cards are telling you, if you want to take care of other people in the way you have been, if you want to be the warmth and stability for other people, you have to take care of yourself. You have to nurture yourself and love yourself just as much as you are loving other people. And rather than lashing out and punishing yourself for when things don't go right, you gotta be kinder to yourself. You gotta be warmer to yourself. And that definitely feels amplified as well by your oracle card, which is Hearth, right? Which is a card of safety, comfort, and spiritual connection, right? You have to light the fire, but that doesn't mean that you can't also enjoy the warmth of the fire. But also you can think of it in the sense of tending to the fire, right? Whenever you set the logs in the fireplace to be lit, you can't just walk away and let it keep burning without doing anything to it. You got to keep feeding it. You got to keep stoking the fire, you know? Name of the oracle card again? Hearth. Hearth, you know, like home and hearth. Hearth. But it is very much like whenever you've got the firewood, you know, you got to add more firewood to it. Otherwise it's going to go out. You got to add plenty of oxygen to it. Otherwise it's going to go out. You can't smother it. You got to take care of the fire. The fire needs love too. Otherwise it's going to smother and it's going to burn out, and then it won't be able to warm anybody. Right? So you have to tend to and love the fire, because the fire is what's giving everybody else that warmth and security, fuzzy feeling, you know? The fire needs love and attention. And it's when you take care of the fire that the fire can take care of you. So treat yourself carefully and gently and lovingly. Otherwise, you won't be able to give that support to other people that you love giving them, right? This is, if that's how it takes to justify it, so you take care of yourself better, you have to take care of yourself better in order to take care of other people better, right? But there you go. I hope that helps, Berserk. Fingers crossed. It really is just a matter of, you gotta focus on yourself in order to help others, you know? It reaches a point where you gotta prioritize, you know? But there you go. Yeah, I struggle with that. Thank you for the reading. Yeah. Like I said, you just gotta think about yourself like a fireplace. And even the fireplace needs some TLC every now and then. So there you go. Okay. that is officially all of the readings. We're all caught up. Yay! Woohoo! I'm gonna go make some hot cocoa and probably play Infinity Nikki. So we're gonna raid Harper because Harper is playing Umamasume for the very first time, which is exciting because I've been basically begging and forcing them to play Umamasume. So we're gonna raid Harper, and we're gonna encourage them with the horsies. So let's see here. Oh, there we go. It's picking up some of the sound of their stream. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna raid Harper. And then, oh, hi Tulip. Yeah, Harper's playing the horse game. Tomorrow we're playing more Paranormal Sight. So if you guys want to hang out while we play more of our spooky, supernatural visual novel, it's always so much fun. I'm so excited to play more of that story. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow for Paranormal Sight. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. If you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night.